Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is ready. So, shall we start?
Yes,
Yeah,
Shubham,
we
we are already live. You can start.
All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. On the behalf of IMT Nagpur, I extend my warm welcome to all the viewers. This session is extremely important as it revolves around the FP and SIP scenario in IMT Nagpur and the various initiatives and guidance that is offered by the institute to help the students accept the dream room. So with us, we have various panelists today. First, I'll introduce the panelists with us. With us, we have Dr. Pawan Jain, Associate Professor, Finance and Accounts, Chairperson Placements, Training and Development Students and Alumni Affairs in IMT Nagpur. Welcome, sir. Along with sir, we have five students from batch 22-24 and three students. In total, we have five students from the batch 22-24 and three students from the batch 23-25. I'll introduce them quickly. We have Sai Bhardwaj from the batch 22-24. He is placed in SAT. Hi, Sai. We have Kritika Agarwal. She's placed CGM from the batch 22-24. And Kartikeya Tripathi, again from the batch 2024, placed in Reliance Retail. For the batch 23-25, we have Sanya Gupta. She's placed with Creative Labs. And we have Manan Doshi, who is placed in RCGM. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session. So without further ado, I'll request Dr. Pawan Jain to address the forum, the various initiative taken by the institute, and the overall placement IP scenario in IMT Nagpur. Over to you.
Thank you, Shubham. Thank you very much for the brief introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sure I'm audible to everybody. And in a short while from now, I will be sharing a PowerPoint presentation for the benefit of our viewers. This will help them on two things. Number one, whatever data we have as far as the current year placement is there, that data we will be presenting to you. Second thing, that presentation will also talk about the initiatives which we have taken for making the students placement ready. See, the task here is to bring the companies as far as the institute is concerned, but from the students the side, it is how to get ready for when the company is there in the campus. So I'll be sharing my screen. Just give me a minute, and this presentation will give you some idea what exactly the things are. So to begin with, I hope this presentation is visible to everybody. Uh, these are the highlights, the final placement highlights for batch 2022-24. That is the batch which is going for the final placement. Uh, the highest package so far is 36.33 lakh per annum, and Sai is there to talk about it. The gentleman who got this package. The top 10 students average package comes out to be 16.53 lakh, and top 20 average package comes out to be 14.11 lakh. These are the profiles offered to the students who have been placed so far with the multiple companies. And let me tell you, we have not yet finished the placement. We are still on. These are the companies which have come so far for the placement. CRISIL is there. You can see all the big names: Silicon Labs, RCCM, Morgan Stanley, Wipro, Policy Bazaar, Schneider, Pernod Ricard, and Barclays. When we talk about the summer internship highlights 2023-25 batch, the highest stipend so far has been rupees 1 lakh. The average stipend for top 10 students has been 75,000, and average stipend for top 20 students has been 59,000. These are the profiles offered to the students who have been placed in multiple companies. The name I will be showing it to you very shortly. With the companies with which they have been placed for the summer internship. Summer internship, let me tell you, it starts on 1st of April and ends on, depending on company's requirements. Sometimes it's 2 months, sometimes it's 3 months. We give them the option. Generally, it's 2 months, 8 weeks. But if company requests, we can go for the 3 months summer internship as well. Now, for these companies, these are the profiles which have been offered by these companies to the students, and you can see the name of the companies which are there who have offered the summer internship projects to the students of IMT Nagpur. So these were the basic data for the current batch, and this basic data for the previous year batch is also available on IMT Nagpur website. I would recommend strongly to each one of you to go to the website, check the numbers yourself, and then get the things verified. Now, there's one more benefit of going to the IMT Nagpur website is that you will be getting more information about the institution, about the courses, about the faculty, about the other irrelevant information which you might seek as far as the institution is concerned. As I believe, as informed decision is always a better decision than an uninformed one. Ultimately, you do not know everything about things, but still, informed decision, and you have got some information about it. It's definitely a better thing. Now, coming to the training initiatives which IMT Nagpur has taken so far for making the students placement ready. So for final placement batch 2022-24, we had a week-long schedule for training on interpersonal and technical skills. So we hired an outside agency who came here. The trainers, they stayed here for these 7 days, talked to the students. The schedule used to start somewhere, in the day during around say 9 o'clock in the morning, and the day used to end up somewhere around say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening. So close to 12 hours per day, kind of the inputs which are given to them for continuously 6 days. So you can imagine the kind of training which has gone into preparing these students for the upcoming. And this happened sometime in August, so that whenever these guys they are coming, they are when the companies are coming sometime in September, then these guys would be ready for the placement. And then there is this MICVV. This is mock interviews and comprehensive viva. This also we conduct for preparation of the students. Then we have SIP presentations. Now many people they say, what is the purpose of this SIP presentation? How it can be a training initiative for the students? See, whatever things they have done during SIP, generally companies they ask two things, two very common questions. One is tell us something about yourself, and second is tell us more about your SIP presentation. So second question, tell us more about your SIP presentation. This is a question which if you talk nicely, then the company definitely feels that you are the right candidate. So whatever you have done during the SIP, that SIP presentation gives you some idea as to what to speak, how to speak, and in what manner you have to present your work to the students. So that is the reason why SIP presentation is also a part of the training initiative. And then there is a FAQ tests. Nowadays, companies have been using this aptitude test as one of the tools to, figure out if there are not many students who have applied for the company, then they use this tool as an elimination round, so that only the best of the best they stay with them. So aptitude test, we have been running it every week, 2 tests per week. So that way you guys get some ideas to how to prepare for these aptitude tests. And then there is something which is very close to my heart, which is reflection evaluation strategy for training. That is, we call it REST. Trust me, I spoke to each and every student as a placement chair. I spoke to each and every student, giving them only one question: tell us something about yourself, and then giving them inputs on how you can, prepare this question best possible manner. So this reflection evaluation strategy training is basically talking about the students making ready for the final placements. Now, for summer internship placement batch, we have a 2-day schedule resume preparation, how to face interviews. That way, it was very useful for these people, because if you talk about the MICVV or SIP presentation, aptitude test, not many companies they go for for these kind of for things. They generally talk only about the personal interviews. So that's the reason why we concentrate only on the interviews. And then there's the aptitude test, which we have been running for the current batch as well. Other than this, this 9th and 10th of December, we will be having an event by the name which is called as Voyage. Voyage is an event where we invite startups, and these startups. I mean, this year we have invited somewhere close to 25 to 30 startups which will be participating in this Voyage internship fair. And during these 2 days, these startups, they come and then they take interviews and then they take students for their summer internships with these startups. Since these startups, they have been into multiple areas, multiple fields, ranging from technology to BFSI to fintech, and not, I mean, whatever you can add there. So that kind of give them these students a very good exposure as far as the internship is concerned. So that is what what do you call it? The thing is there. Now I will be giving things back to Shubham and from audio. Yeah. So right. What we can do right now is I think Shubham is facing some network issues. That is the thing. Are you there, Shubham?
Yes, sir. Am I audible? Invisible?
Yes, very much. You can take over from here.
There was some network issue.
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insight. That these pointers will help our viewers to make an informed choice. Now, I'll take the row of our session, and we have 5 students with us: Sai, Kritika, Kartike, Manan, and Sanya. So I'll start with Sai. Sai, first of all, very congratulations. You bagged the highest offer in IMT of whooping 36 LPA. So first of all, congratulations. Now I'll start with you. My first to you is, what do you suggest our viewers that how can they prepare for their FP? And the value proposition which the institute offers so that they're
Shubham, you need to repeat your question. There has been some lag.
okay. Sai, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Sai, my question is that how did you prepare for your FP? Like, what are the factors which you find that will help anyone to get a dream role, what they are aspiring? How does the institute offer them? What are the values proposition which the institute offer to them?
Okay, so to answer your first question as to how to prepare for the final placement, the key lies in the JD and your resume. So how can you match the strengths that you have in your resume with the requirements that the company looks for in their JD, right? So you match both of them and you see which ones are the best fit for the given role, and then you tweak your resume in such a way that you include those keywords or those skills of yours which are in line with the JD of the company. So that's the first thing that you should do. And apart from that, you should know about your job role well. You have to research a little bit about what the role entails. A little bit of Googling or a few videos on YouTube might do. And in general, if you know about what the company does overall, that helps a lot too, because usually the interviewer expects you to know about the company and a little bit about the role as well. And as for the value proposition that the institute offered me, the training programs that were offered by the placement cell, namely the LinkedIn workshop, the GD workshop, and the other workshops that were conducted by Dr. Pawan Jain, the MICVV, and the REST analysis, these helped me a lot because they helped me to find out what were the shortcomings in my resume and how I could tailor my skills to that asked by the company. So that was something which made me find out what I lacked, and I could make up for it later in my resume, and that's how I could back this role.
Thank you so much, Sai. Valuable insight to match you, Kritika. Okay, I guess Kritika is facing network issue. Kartika, am I audible to you?
Yes, Shubham.
Yeah. So Kartikeya, first of all, congratulations for getting selected with Reliance Retail. It's a big company. According to you, how you prepared for Reliance, and what is the value proposition which the institute has offered you?
Okay, so my preparation mostly resolved around reading about what the company wants to do, what has been the approach of the company, understanding the mission, vision, and the core values of the company, and aligning my learnings, my experiences with it. So my suggestion for anyone who is preparing for their final placements would be to go through companies' annual reports because it generally inculcates all the things that the company has done in the financial year and also what they would be looking to do in the coming years going forward. So that is one thing that I think really helps because it's like a short summary of the whole company. Also, try to understand what are the core values of the company. So nowadays, companies are also looking not just looking for the technical fit; they are also looking for the personal fit, the psychological fit, the psychometric fit, how you fit into their value system, if you fit in or not. So that would be answer to your first question. Answering your second question, the things that I got from IMT would be firstly the academic freedom that our college offers. It is second to none. The kind of courses, the plethora of courses and choices we have for us to study is second to none. We have a lot of options. Me myself, I'm doing majors in marketing. Meanwhile, I'm exploring my interest in business analytics also. So that is something that has really helped me. And something that I really catched up on was the experiences of our professors. So it's like studying from someone who has been a CMO of a big corporate company. You get the insights, you get what actually goes inside building the companies, and that really helps you during your placement preparation and interviews also.
That's really insightful, Kartikeya. Thank you so much. Kritika, uh, first of all,
Yes, Shivam.
congratulations for getting shortlisted and getting selected in RCCM. It's one of the dream company which every finance students look for. So my question is for you: how can a finance student prepare for FP, and what helped? What was the help which you found very insightful and very helpful from the institute, and that helped you for getting this role?
I think for finance companies, they basically look at the your basics, the very core things that you've studied maybe in 11, 12, or in your undergrad, if they are very strong. They do not deal very much in the technical knowledge that the company requires. They can train you for that. But if your core values, your basics are strong, then and you have a learning attitude that the company is looking for, you fit in well with the culture and what exactly the company represents, their values and everything, then I think you become a good fit for the company. So similarly, I think in our first year, the subjects were such that strengthened and made me revise what all I had studied in my undergrad 11 and 12, so that I had a strong base. Plus, there was an aptitude test that we had to clear. So the aptitude tests that were given by college every weekend, that helped a lot. Within the time, I could finish the aptitude test as well. So there were very few people who were selected, like shortlisted after the aptitude as well. So that made my chances higher to get the job opportunity. Along with that, when you get the role, obviously we need to search about what exactly the company is looking for when they are offering that role, what all they expect from you, and what exactly the company is doing in the market today. And if suppose there is some news related to the company, especially when it's related to finance, then any news that is related to the company like makes a lot of difference. So if the company is in news due to any such reasons, that should be known.
Thank you so much, Kritika, for your insight. I'll request all the viewers to put their questions in the chat box. We will taking up in the end of the session. So once we have this Q&A round with all the students, we will taking up questions. So please feel free to type any questions which you have, which you feel free that will help you make an informed choice. So now we have two students from the batch 23 and 25, well, Manan and Sanya. My question is for Manan. Manan, you got placed, any processes start very soon for SIP. So, Manan, am I audible?
Yeah. Hi, Shubham. Am I audible to you?
So, Manan, what do you think? Manan, you're audible. What helped you? How did you prepare for your summer internship? And what you in getting this, offer from RCGM?
Yes, sure. First of all, thank you, Shubham, for giving me this opportunity. Taking to my experience about the internship process, I believe that there are two things everyone should take care about. The first thing is the resume, and the second, the information you carry with yourself inside the room. Because when we talk about internship, it's only 3 to 4 months we enter into college. So a strong knowledge of in whatever field you are and for whatever company you are appearing for is a very basic need. And the second part is your resume. Resume is something it basically tells you about yourself on a piece of paper. So when you carry it inside when you are showing it to a recruiter, you are showing yourself on a piece of paper, and the knowledge you carry is logically going to give you a lot of confidence when you talk to them. And knowledge is something you will get inside the college, and resume building is something that college helped us before the process. And it was a 2 days workshop, and we were told what to put and on resume and what not to. And another thing I would like to add is that once you make a resume, everyone should be clear of what they are writing inside, because it is what one shows how naturally one has to be during the interview process. And I think college has helped a lot during that process. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manan. Sanya, what do you? I hope I'm audible to you, right?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Sanya, first of all, congratulations for getting selected to Geo Creative Labs. This is one of the company which every marketing student aspire for, right? So, what do you think? What would you suggest any of the students who want to opt for any this kind of big roles with the big giant companies? So, what is suggestion from your end that they can get selected for the summer internship? And what was the value proposition which institute offered that helped you, to get this offer?
So first things first, when it comes to marketing, the basic skill that you need is communication skills. So a marketing student should first start building on their communication skills and need to understand that comprehension is very important to be able to move forward. And when you're entering into your interview, you need to understand what the company is exactly looking for in that job role. So mine is a core marketing strategy role. So you need to have the knowledge of the very basics of marketing, because they're going to ask you questions. As you are just new in the field, they will ask you very basic questions that are taught to you in the first month of your college. So having a good knowledge of that is also very essential. And as Manan has already mentioned about the resume, aligning your resume with what you're going in for is very essential, because if both the things are not moving parallelly, the panelist is or the interviewer is just going to get confused as to what you are looking for as a candidate in the company itself, right? So that is one of the things that I really feel is important and helped me to back this role, because these are the things that I focused on. And moving on to your second question of the value proposition that college offered, I would really say that faculty here for marketing is very, very good. I mean, what they offer you and the knowledge base that they have to share with the students and the passion that they have towards marketing is something that every marketing student aspires for. And I would also say the placement team here and the question and the resume building exercises that we had before the SIB process even began really helped us in understanding the nitty-gritties of what a interviewer is looking for in your resume. So that would be from all from my end when it comes to bagging SIP so early in the season.
Thank you so much, Sana, and good job, on getting selected. My next question would be for Sai. Sai, am I audible to you?
Yes, Shubham, you are.
So, Sai, whenever we try to compete for one of the highest roles or one of the biggest packages, something above 30, 35, or 40 of that sort, it's extremely competitive. So, according to you, what do you think? What extra or what additional would you suggest that any student can do so that if they are eyeing for a big offer, big package, or a dream role, then they can get it and they can fetch it there.
So the first thing is to be very diligent with your studies and uh, I would say the process of actually getting a package like this starts in the classroom itself. So you have to be very confident in class and you have to participate in class. So that's where you build your confidence for the interview, that you can speak in public, right? That's the first thing. Apart from the confidence that you get from participating in the class, I would suggest having a varied or a very diverse resume. So participate in as many events as you can, in as many case study competitions as you can. Go outside and even team up with your colleagues inside the campus. Participate in events and gain the experience from those kind of events, how they are conducted. Learn how to crack those cases. So that is something that I did a lot in my first year, and still continue to do so. Apart from this, having a routine, having a study routine helps as well. So especially when you are cracking, or when you want to crack a very big offer, they expect you to not just know the basics, but something much more than that as well. So me being from a marketing background, I studied all the basics of marketing from the Philip Kotler textbook. And apart from that, I also listened very intently in class and participated and gave my inputs in class. So all of these things helped me a lot in improving my knowledge of marketing. And once the role from Silicon Labs came onto the campus, I tried to apply these concepts that I had learned in class to the specialized field of product marketing, which they were looking for. So that was a very niche field in electronics, which required me to know a little bit more about their products and offerings. So I was able to apply the knowledge that I gained in class to their industry, and that's how I was able to answer the questions that they asked me in the interview to their satisfaction.
So much side. I think a diverse goal. Next question would be for Kritika. So, Kritika, every institute has their set of relations, and there are always some seniors who help you a lot and guide. So according to you, how does the anti-Nagpur alumni and seniors network contributed to for the students' growth and their professional growth? So according to you, how can someone
I think
culture will?
first of all, when I came into the campus and we had to prepare our CVs before the SIP season even began, seniors, I talked to some seniors and they helped me a lot into tweaking my CV and get it into place, like what I was looking for and how I could change my resume each time a company was coming with a different role that I wanted to get into or apply for. So that was there. And then when the company came talking to the seniors as well as the alumni committee, placement committee helped me connect to the alums as well, so that I could talk and get an insight from from them that how their interview was, what all type of questions were asked, and they could also help me with the culture of the company, knowing the company better and everything. The placement committee also prepared the debriefs of the previous year's placements. So I got the past 3 years questions from the committee so that I could prepare accordingly and like be more confident for my interview. So I would say the strong network helped me a lot.
Thank you so much. I hope these set of question bases if we have that databases of what are which we expect. So I think that helps a student a lot in tracking any of the role. I request all the viewers to please type their questions in the chat box if you have any queries regarding IPN placement process, how we are being trained, how the students are giving the training. Please write your questions in the box, and we will be taking it up in the end of the session. Next, I have the question for Karthikeya. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sure.
So Kartikeya, every institute has of clubs and forums and committees. Committees or clubs help this in getting a placement. And if yes, like how do you think that they contribute in attaining the goal?
Okay. So I feel that everyone in an MBA campus goes to classes, attend some electives, in the field that they are interested in. But what differentiates one from another is what they do outside the class, right? And I feel committees and clubs are the basic building blocks of that because they actually give you hands-on experience of what to do, how to do, and how it would feel if you actually make a mistake and how it would impact you and something big. So talking about my personal experience, I'm a part of placement committee at IMT Nagpur. So placement committee really was a major part of the reason why I got my SIP in Reliance Retail because the kind of experience and learning that I got from the committee is unparalleled. So placement committee helped me really nurture my Excel skill. So the kind of hands-on experience on Excel that I have is, I think, what differentiated me from others. Developing that analytical skill, inculcating it in everything that I do, is something that placement committee really helped me. And also, the our day-to-day job was to talk to recruiters. So that building that interpersonal skill was something that really, aided me during my SIP interviews. And even after that, I have been able to do amazingly well during my SIP. The part of the reason was that I was so much comfortable with the corporate work environment since I used to talk to HRs like on a very frequent basis. So I feel that clubs and committees are something that one should always look forward to when joining a MBA college because that is something that would give you a hands-on experience. Sure, Haridhar.
Kartikeya, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Sure.
Okay, I guess there was some network issue from my end. So, uh, taking the input from suggestions which you give, I think anyone joining committee or club, I think that will add value to their resume. The kind of interpersonal skills that they develop, it will evidently help them to get. Thank you so much for sharing the insight. Manan, question for you, right? Anyone who is from the and for summer internship, what do you think? How IMT helped you in developing yourself at a level, and someone who is pivoting from from one of from educational institute to corporate. So, how do you think it offered you that help that you can make that jump from institute to corporate level?
Sure, Shubham. Thank you. So I'll answer it in two or three pointers. I hope I'm audible properly. Uh, yeah. So here's the thing. I believe that every college has its own essence. So similarly, IMT Nagpur has its own essence of teaching new things. And when I feel that when it comes to corporates, time management and interpersonal communications are very basic things you need in that. So when we talk about time management, each student, when he or she joins IMT Nagpur, you learn it from the day one how time is managed here. Everyone has 24 hours, but everyone has to go classes and you have assignments and you have your own things to do. And that's where you start learning your time management. Secondly, when it comes to interpersonal communication, IMT Nagpur has a lot of different ventures inside the college itself, from which I'm also being a part of Campus Oxygen. So when you talk about venture, they are basically small models which are working inside the college for the students itself. So whether it's marketing or finance or whatever the other domain, if you work in a venture, you definitely are going to get a lot of different skills you gain inside. And third, when it comes to communication, IMT Nagpur also has a course related to that, and that is business communication, wherein you are taught how to have good group discussions, how to make a good resume, how to be active on your LinkedIn profile as well, which slowly and gradually teaches you you get ready for the corporate life itself. So the preparation starts from day one, and that's what I'd say. That's all from my side. Shubham, thank you.
Thank you so much, Manan. Thank you so much for the insight. Sanya, the next question would be for you. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. So once this SIP season start, and usually it start very early once you join the institute, and the time frame in which once anyone has to appear for the interview and they have to start preparation, it's very less. So according to you, what are the skills which anyone can develop once they are joining the institute? What are one of the prerequisites they can have so that they can have a solid foundation and they can help students to get the role or package they are looking for?
So I believe the preparation for bagging or getting into a business school starts right the day you take admission in this business school, right? I mean, since that day you need to start preparing because the SIPs start so early. So I feel the skills that you need would be something on the grounds of hard skills. Like you need a lot of Excel knowledge. So start taking Excel courses right in the beginning of joining the institute would be really helpful. And other would be trying and understand and trying to have an understanding on what course or what majors you're going to go into. So for a person who's going to go into marketing, before coming to the institute, a person can start building on their presentation skills or how to talk to people, because these are the very core skills of marketing students, right? And accept that trying to build a story of why do you want to get into this particular field. So if you have an understanding of where you are coming from and where do you want to go even before you come to the business school, I think this would take you it will help you in the longer run, because it will become easy for you to start preparing when the courses or subjects in the college starts, like the study starts. You will have an understanding of how to align your story with the courses that are being offered inside the institute. So this really helps you. I mean, uh, once you are moving forward and sitting in a process and you do not even know what your background is and how you can offer your learnings from your background to the company, then it's not going to go anywhere. So it's better that you have an understanding of that even before you join the business school. It'll just make the journey for you easier. So that will be all from my end.
Thank you so much, Sanya. So we have a couple of questions in the chat box. Pawan sir, I'm to you.
Yeah, sure. Shubham. You can read the question, Shubham.
So there's yeah. So one question. There's one student who is asking for what is MICVV and help students in their placements.
All right. So MICVV is mock interviews and comprehensive Viva VOC. Now, what happens that we in the month of August, when the students have come back after completing their SIP, this exercise, happens during the 2 weekends. That is 4 days, Saturday, Sundays. Now, we prepare a panel which consists one faculty member and one alumni. Now, this panel, they interview close to maybe some 15, 20 students every day, and there are multiple panels. And the faculty member, they ask the concept-based questions, whereas the alumni, they ask the questions which are, connecting the concepts with the industry. On the basis of the performance in the interview, during the interview, why we call it mock interview, because it's not exactly an interview, it's on the lines of the interview which may be there when they are facing the companies. Now, when they are sitting in front of this panel and they're answering these questions, so the panel keep on noting down their findings about the students' way of answering the questions. And once it is done, then the feedback is shared with the student by the panel, and he or she is asked to prepare accordingly. So it's in a way it's a kind of interview which is being scheduled even before the company has come to the campus. How it helps in two ways. Number one, it gives you some idea where you stand. I mean, as a student, it gives you some idea where you stand as far as the concept clarity is concerned. Also, since alumni is there and he is asking the questions connected with the concepts, so it gives you some idea as what kind of questions you can expect from the company professionals, because these alumni, they are working in one or the other companies. So that is how MICBB work. Over to you, Shubham.
Thank you, Dr. Paul. So we have few questions. I think most of our viewers, they are concerned regarding how much marks they get the admission. So just to inform everyone, we have a different session where
Shubham, may I answer that? May I
we
answer
would be
that,
having a
Shubham?
different webinar where we'll be taking all.
Shubham, may I answer that?
Sure, sure.
So, guys who are kind of concerned about the percentile and all those things as far as the entrance exam is concerned, I would suggest you to wait for some time. Very soon we will be launching a webinar series where we will be answering, the panelists will be answering all such questions. This is not the right platform. The reason is very simple. We are talking only about the placements. We are talking only about the SIP and the final placements, and not such questions. So I would suggest, and we are also not equipped. We are not we are not the right people to talk about it. The admission chair will be talking about it. The admission coordinators will be talking about it. But we will definitely please keep track of the things, and you will be notified through your mobile phones and emails. So just keep tracking and keep visiting our website. That is the best way to figure out such happening of such webinars. Over to you, Shubham. Shubham.
Am I audible?
Yes, you can. You are. Please.
Yeah, I think there was some network issue. Yes. Few more questions, sir, which we have received. There was a question from the student. How does anti-narco initiative the institute, to help the students?
Can you repeat? Is it for me, Shubham? Shubham, is it for me? I missed the question. Can you repeat the question? Shubham, can you repeat the question? I missed the question. Is it for me? Or someone can help me?
Am I audible, Sanya? And
You're
Rajvi, can you
audible
please
now.
confirm?
You're audible.
Yes, you're audible now, Shubham.
All right, all right. So, sir, the question was that how does IMT Nagpur help in getting a good role which they are aspiring for, and what are the various initiatives?
All right. Okay. So there are two, three things which we work upon simultaneously. First of all, there are some old recruiters, existing recruiters, which have been visiting IMT Nagpur campus for quite some time. I think some 10 to 12 years. You can see the list of such recruiters there on our website. I suggest you to visit our website. Then we have a customer relationship, corporate relationship manager system, where we have got a team of people who are engaging with the corporates, who are continuously talking with the corporates, the new companies, and that's how we get some good number of companies coming to the campus every year. The third is our network, alumni network. We keep on talking to the alumni. We keep on asking them, are there opportunities available, and that's how we get the things done. Then, and the most important part is we have got our placement committee, student placement committee. The major task which these guys they have to do is to call and convert the companies. And trust me, these guys are doing a fantastic job. I think 3 or 4 members from the placement committee you can see on the screen as well. Shubham himself is a placement committee member. Sanya is also there. Karthik is also a placement committee member. And let me tell you, they are just doing a great job. So these guys, they keep calling the companies. You may call it the cold calling, and at times the people just bang the phone on them. But then they keep trying, and over a period of time, they convert the companies. That's how. So these are the 4 or 5 sites which we keep on utilizing or kind of hitting the things, and ultimately we get good number of companies in the campus. Yes. Over to you, Shubham.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving the insight. I think on that note, we would be closing the session. And this was a very insightful session. The kind of input that was given, I help students in making an informed choice. For any queries anyone have, they can email us or they can reach out the website, and we would be happy to answer all the questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shubham, and thank you very much, viewers. You can always reach out to us by sending your questions, queries. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, panelists.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.